Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm Miss Happy Housewife, and I'm here to try to teach you that there's no such thing as a perfect housewife, just a happy one. So yes, we're going to be going into Walmart, taking a look. I want to go and grab a pork loin because that pork loin, one, is on sale, but two, I'm going to turn that into at least 3 dinners. So let's head into Walmart. So this was recorded on March 14th, and I decided I was going to take a look at the toilet paper aisle, and everything was out of stock. Toilet paper, tissues, water, everything was out, and I was so shocked that there was nothing on these shelves. There was paper towels, but I didn't think to grab them. I wish I had now. Hey, so I wanted to show you a little bit about what I've done. I know we're all kind of dealing with this bug right now, but I want to show you kind of what I've been doing, believe it or not, leading up to this point. And I know we're all kind of dealing with shortages inside of the grocery stores, but I want to show you what's inside of my freezer. So here inside my freezer, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 pounds of ground beef. Here I have 3 pork chops. I have 3 chicken breasts, and here I have 3 chicken breasts that are sitting in a teriyaki marinade. But I need to add some more pork chops. So let's go into the kitchen and I'll show you what I got. So I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and if you're like me, you're going inside the stores kind of freaking out, but this is something I think that we need to start planning for. And that's kind of what I've been doing now for the past few weeks. I wanted to kind of do it before I really did anything, before I showed you guys what I was doing. So I'm gonna go ahead, get that pork loin out of the refrigerator, and let's talk about it. Really, for us, we have to be prepared. And I know you guys can't see me. I have you looking over here at my cutting board. Here's my big old hunk of meat right here. I don't think that, and I'll get down here for you, I don't think that we've actually been very well prepared. Been watching my videos and going along with me, then you have been decluttering, and you may have even decluttered your pantry. You may have decluttered your freezer. I know you're definitely cleaning out your refrigerator, but the problem is, okay, now we have this craziness going on right now, and we're kind of stuck where we need things and we don't have them. So here's my solution, something that I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit more of as time goes on. I also like to coupon, so I'll be showing you guys that as well. But those pork chops, and I'm gonna put it right here on the screen for you, those pork chops were $4.38 per pound. Now I wanna go and show you this half loin roast. I hope that you can see that. It's $1.94 per pound. And yeah, it's a big hunk of meat. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cut this into pork chops. This should get me, I'd say, about 3 weeks. For $11.92. I did go and buy this when it was on sale, so that was nice. Let me go ahead, let me get my knife, and let's do this. Some of the things that I'm gonna be using this to hold open my freezer bags. I use freezer bags, and that's how I kind of do that. You're going to want to have some kind of a cutting board. I changed my cutting board because this has a groove, so that way if there's any juices that come out, it'll come out right there. And you're also going to need some kind of a chef's knife. Now, chef's knife, and then of course you need to have your pork loin. So I take out these Ziploc bags, I'm opening them and just setting them aside. And I wasn't sure if I was going to need 4, so I just took out 4. Now what I have here is my pork loin, and I also have my Ziploc bag holder. And I love this because it keeps it open, hands-free. And what I'll do is I will actually go and put the link down in the description for you so you can get one of your own. So I open up this package, and what I did is I actually started to go and trim the fat that is on the bottom half of the pork loin. And I find that, you know, if you're making an actual pork loin, then you want this layer because it gives it flavor. But it made it so difficult for me to actually go and cut my pork chops. So I decided to go and trim off this whole layer that you see here. I did miss parts of it, but for the most part I got it off, and I was able to go and cut the pork chops, and that was really the easiest way for me to go and accomplish this. So it's hard for you to go and see what I'm doing here, but as I'm cutting, I'm actually pulling away the pork chop itself. So my fingers are not in harm's way whatsoever, but that way it creates a nice smooth cut to the chop itself. Now in each bag, I'm actually putting 3 pork chops in each one. So as you can see, I'm just cutting and pulling, cutting and pulling, cutting and pulling. And I'm going to try to make sure that I can give you a better angle at this so you can see. Now, because I didn't get the bottom completely done, there is a little bit of that fat layer on there, so I just cut that off at the end. Here we go. So this is going to be a different angle for you, so you'll be able to see I'm actually pulling it away from the blade as I'm cutting it, and that way everything is smooth and it's nicely cut. So now that my hands are washed, what I do to actually zip them up is I'm going to try to make sure that they're kind of laying all kind of flat. And then I'm just going to kind of roll them. I want to make sure that the writable piece of the Ziploc bag is like that. But that way I know I got most of the air out. Make sure that's nice and tight and locked. I don't think it's locked. It is locked, okay. So on this, so what I did is I put 3 in each bag except for this one has 4. And I didn't realize I was going to have so much. So kind of excited. So I'm just gonna say chops times 4. Let me go ahead and do the rest of the bags and I'll show you what I got. So in the bag that has the 4 pork chops, what I'll do sometimes just to get flavor infused into the meat is I'm gonna go and put some barbecue sauce inside the bag and freeze it in the bag. And that way the flavors will actually meld more with the meat, and it's gonna be a really easy way to get them flavorful, taste different, and not a lot of time. So if you're trying to use the last of something like I am here, then putting a little bit of water in there, closing it, shaking it up, and putting it in there will help go and, well, it will go and water down the flavor a little bit. You're not putting so much so that it's gonna take the flavor out. So we're gonna go and close this bag the same way we did before, but before we do, we're just gonna zhuzh it a little bit just to get the water and that barbecue sauce in there. We're gonna make sure that it's all mixed around together. But like before, this is where this method of folding really comes in handy, because that way it makes sure that you're not getting any barbecue sauce out of your bag. All right, so on this one, I'm gonna label this one chops times 4 because there's 4 in this one. So here's what we ended up with. So I have 1 dinner of 4 pork chops. Let me put it here so you can actually see it. This one's gonna be nice because I'll actually be able to take one of those pork chops and use it for the next day, for like a lunch. I have another pork chops. I'm at 3 now, 4, 5, 6. I wasn't even sure. I thought I was only gonna need 4 bags and it ended up with 6. So this here from that 1 pork loin is going to last me for 6 weeks. So remember, our pork loin cost us what, less than $12? That's $2 a week for meat. I'm sorry, but that works for my family. So hopefully that helps. And the next time that you're inside of the grocery store and you see maybe they're out of pork chops, go ahead and grab that pork loin. If you are limited on space, grab the half loin and you'll still be able to get at least 2 weeks out of it, 2 or 3 weeks out of it. This really shocked me that I got 6. I'm about to go tell my husband. I think he's gonna be pleasantly surprised. But think about ways that you can take what you're already spending and let's make it extend a little bit longer. So this pork loin I got on sale. So if you find something on sale, go ahead and get something bigger and portion it out. And you're gonna find that in the long run, you're saving money. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you wanna see more, then there's gonna be some over there on the right. And if you want, go ahead and click on my face over there on the left, and you can subscribe for more videos. Have a wonderful day, everyone.